to make a choice of what life do I want for myself.
If you don't find your high school friend by coincidence, make friends as soon as possible.
How did you manage your finances as a student here in the UK?
Because a lot of people want the same thing you want, so it's who's fast enough to get it.
He's always one step ahead of our questions.
Exactly.
Because if you stay in your comfort zone, if you stay closed off from the world, you miss a lot of opportunities.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of the SAG Podcast, the podcast where we bring to you amazing stories of international students. Today we are joined by Dexter. Thank you for accepting the invitation.
No worries.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Uchechukwu Dexter Isiadinso, and I studied a finance major, accounting and finance actually, at Lancaster University, and I'm 24 years old.
Nice. So how did you come about studying in the UK? Was it your first choice? Did you have other options?
To be honest, I did have an offer to Canada, Charlton
Ooh.
University,
Mm-hmm.
but I turned it down because of my sister lives here, my brother lives here, basically my whole family lives here, and it's going to be a huge culture shock and a huge being away from home, being away from everybody, not having any family around me. So it's really important to have family around you sometimes when you're going to a new place. So I chose the UK.
So connection was very important for
Yes,
you.
Mm-hmm.
very, very important.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. And if you didn't have family, would you have considered Canada, or would you have still applied for the UK?
If I didn't have family, yes, I would have considered Canada.
Yeah. And in your studies, was it different? Did you so you grew up in Nigeria, right?
Yes.
Did you find the field and the academic system different?
Yes, the academic system is different, but it's not too different because Nigeria was colonized by Britain, and
Mm-hmm.
Britain
Yeah, true.
it literally put their system in the schools. So basically, studying Nigeria just helped prepare me for what I was going to experience here, because I did do English language, maths, I did accounting as well in Nigeria. So I had a lot of majors that prepared me for what I came and experienced when I came to the UK.
Yeah. So, and was the UK exactly like what you expected it to be?
Yes, because I've been here before since I
Oh,
was younger.
nice.
Like holidays, my uncle's here, some of my family members grew up here, so it's...
That's nice.
UK is like second home for
Mm-hmm.
me, but it's still away from home, and because I didn't really grow up here as much, I still had the homesick fever.
Yeah,
of course.
Of course, it always accompanies you
Yes.
wherever you go. No matter, it's still a change, still a major change for you, and yeah.
Actually, it got me interested. So, about navigating the right university
Mm-hmm.
in the UK. So, when did you start thinking about studying the UK? Like when you were at A level, doing your A level, and did the short visit, like when you used to come as a kid to visit family, did it help you to visit some universities before, or you made everything online?
I did everything online because even when I was coming here, I didn't really have the opportunity because I wasn't really thinking of coming to the UK in the first place.
Okay.
But my dad has always been keen on me coming to the UK. He looked at University of Birmingham, he looked at University of Newcastle, he also checked out Imperial LSE, but then he found out he knew somebody in Lancaster, and he had a friend that knew someone that could help me with the recruitment team in Lancaster. So it was kind of like a real good help, because when I got to Lancaster, I had someone to show me the ropes and show me around. I even had a friend as well, which was a very big coincidence. It wasn't planned at all.
Wow.
I just ended up meeting him in the train station, and we just laughed it
Really? Friend from Nigeria?
Yes.
Was
Wow.
a high school friend or
Yeah,
house near?
Yeah, high school friend.
High school friend.
Yeah, so it's a big, when you get to your accommodation and you just finish putting in your things, and then you come downstairs and you see a familiar face, and it's like, oh, Dexter? I was like, yo, Victor. Yeah, that's basically
Yeah.
what it was.
So it feels like part of home has come with you.
Yes.
One of our usually questions, what we ask is, what helped you to adapt.
Exactly.
Yes, that was it.
That was
And
instant.
that's it. So you just got us into
That
the
was
question.
literally snap of a
Yeah.
finger. Everything was aligned. So
Yeah.
I'd say you got pretty much lucky on that side. Even having on the side of having supportive parents, as you said.
Yes.
Your father was very supportive, and he
Yes.
was the one who was taking the initiative. And also the fact that you have family here, as you mentioned, does help. However, I still think that it is still a big challenge to find yourself on your own. So can you tell us more about that? Because as you said, you have family here, but still it's very different. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, having family here is good, but the family is not going to always be there.
Yeah.
So you are more or less on your own. You can only call them in terms of emergencies. And you don't really want to use your emergency card too much, because then you become the unserious family member or the one that doesn't stick to the plan, or is not putting his head down and reading his books. So I had to, basically, what do they call it? Be a man, become mature. So meal preps, planning ahead, timetabling. I had to get used to all of that, having a whole calendar. I didn't know how to use the Google Calendar until I got to university, but it's really helpful and it really helped me.
So despite having a backbone here in the UK, you still need to do a lot of learning to learn how to be independent and all. And as you mentioned, like scheduling and meal prepping and stuff, or it's part of being organized. So how did that also contribute on your studies? Like how how were you able to adapt to the UK university, to the study system, and also studies and parts of your personal life? How were you able
and
to
the
adapt?
social life in the UK
Exactly,
in general
yeah.
as well.
So because I'm naturally charismatic and normally just extroverted,
Yeah.
that really wasn't an issue for me. I was excited to be on my own.
Wow, I love the
Yeah,
energy.
I was
Exactly,
ready.
yeah.
I was ready for the experience,
That's
because
the energy.
being at home under protective parents, there's a lot of rules and there's a lot of things you can't do. There's a lot of things you can't really go outside. But being in the UK, I was like, I can go outside. I can go and make new friends. I met so many people from different places around the world. People from Malaysia, Singapore, Denmark, even Greenland. That surprised me even to the day. Like, how did you come from Greenland to Lancaster University?
Yeah, that's a big shift.
He's always one step ahead of our questions.
Exactly.
Because one of our question is, what's your first international friendship you made? And which nationality, basically?
Okay. My first international friendship I made, he was an Indonesian guy. Yeah, so he showed me a lot of Indonesian foods. I sadly cannot remember it. Sorry, Mohammed. So I just can't remember it, but it was so good. And from what I remember, all I remember is the taste.
Ooh.
Wow.
The taste was good. He had this like a naan bread with a kind of curry, but it's not really curry. They have a particular name for it. Can't remember.
Was it sweet and salty?
Yes,
Yeah,
it was sweet and
Indonesian
salty,
food.
yes.
Yeah.
It's really nice how when you connect with a friend, you start sharing part of the cultures, is the
Exactly.
food and what you do. So, speaking of that, what was like the social activities you have been focusing on or you enjoyed to do when you came to the UK?
So like traveling around, because number one, the UK is a good hub. It's a good connection center. You can easily just go to Europe, like on a snap of a finger, you're in Monaco. So me and my friends, we just plan trips.
Oh.
Sometimes we won't see it through, but we had this nice trip we'll normally take to London, and we'll just like tour around London. We'll go to the Quay, we'll go on a ferry, go around the Thames, normally Nando's, so for lunch. But there was Winter Wonderland. There was one time I hopped on the Ferris wheel, and yes, it was amazing, because you could see, I think it's called the London Eye. You could see the entire London from the
It's
top.
a really
And
amazing experience.
have you visited other cities around the UK?
I have visited Manchester. I have how would I say, an interest for Manchester, because there's some sort of order in the chaos. Because
it's very lively.
there's a lot of people. You never meet the same person twice. And if you're looking for different cultures, I thought London had a lot of cultures in it until I went to Manchester. I've also been to Birmingham. I've been looking at going to Stockport and Peterborough, but I've not experienced that yet. I've been to Leeds too. Leeds is also very amazing, yes. But yeah, that's all for me.
Yeah, that's actually great. What I admire about your story is that despite everything and you have your comfort zone in a way, you still every time you choose to step forward, you choose to travel, to experience, to make connections and all. And when you mentioned about like your family just being here for the support and emergencies and stuff, and you had to prove yourself that you're very capable and all. You mentioned to us when we first talked with you that finance was a big challenge for you. How did you manage as a student how did you manage your finances as a student here in the UK?
Well, to manage your finance as a student, from the way I see it, is you have to do a lot of meal preps because you can't really afford to eat every day, no matter how supportive your parents are, because regardless, the money goes fast. You can't really be lazy. That's one thing that really helped me, like cooking, because I knew how to cook, but I never really used to cook because I have a sister, my mom, and, you know, growing up with them, it's like, you don't really have to do anything except just help out. So I had to become an actual chef. I had to start making almost everything myself, prepping it, because to go to the library and also make it to lectures, you're not really going to have time to have lunch, so you're going to end up buying food every single time. But if you meal prep, you can easily just either head down to your accommodation, have some lunch and walk back, or you could just keep it at a friend's place like I used to, because I had a friend that lived very close to where my lectures were held, and I would just leave it with him, and then I would just visit him, spend some time with him, and then we'll just have lunch.
And Lancaster is not the university that allows you to cook all the time.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how was it like getting into like a university that is very competitive, that's and you want obviously to get very good grades, and you are having the challenge of succeeding in the university. So how was it like getting through this difficulty of studies and everything?
It all boiled down to me having a choice, because I had to make a choice of what life do I want for myself. So being in a competitive university like Lancaster, you can't really fall behind. So I knew that there's certain things I didn't understand. So what I would do normally is just either become friends with the person answering the questions, or I would just, ask around, because there was always a group of people that used to sit behind me, and I noticed it was statistics class, and I'm not really that good at statistics. So I used to ask them a lot of questions, and then they just told me to, join their group, and they started teaching me a lot. And from there, I started using it, and my grades went up. So what helped me beat the competitiveness was actually community, having my own community on campus. So my own community that I know I can rely on, people in my class. They might not all of us are really friends, but we all have a common goal, and we all come together to achieve it.
And support each other, obviously.
Yes.
In a way, it's like an academic networking kind of thing. Yeah, you help each other out in your studies, because you all have a common goal.
Yes.
And and like how do you see how is your experience in Lancaster helping you in building a career for the future?
Because of how competitive it was, I had to literally buckle my shoes and fasten my belt really tight, so I don't let opportunities fly by so easy without attacking it. So it made me to be first come, first serve, because that's what Lancaster would do, because a lot of people want the same thing you want, so it's who's fast enough to get it.
Yeah, I can imagine, like that's very intense, which makes you having to catch up to the race. It's always a race,
and use your full potential to get there first.
Exactly, and I think you already have the necessary skills for that. And so like, do you today after experiencing how brutal it is in Lancaster in the competitive side of things, do you feel that today you feel confident about your professional future more than before?
I would say yes,
Mm.
because there's a lot I've learned. Lancaster also had this mentorship program where they connect you with either someone from the outside world, either a sales manager or an account manager, somebody that is like way high up, and they can mentor you, give you advice on how career opportunities, give you a lot of pointers of what to do. So I had a mentor,
Mm-hmm.
and he basically helped me with a lot of good advice.
Mm.
He showed me like how to do the calendar way, in terms of where it's connected to your phone and it's giving you
Mhm.
notifications so you don't miss anything, because he's way up in the ladder in the sales market. So he's a sales manager and he travels a lot. So when they paired me with him, I felt like they knew me for who I was, because they gave me somebody that I would want to be like.
become.
Yes.
So yeah, like you were projecting in the
Yes.
into the future,
Yes.
and I imagine you didn't let that chance
No,
slip
I
up.
did not let that chance slip up.
Did it really help you rather in your studies and as a person?
Yes, it really did. Like, I cannot stress it enough on how it really helped me, because even to this day, sometimes I can book in a call and just have a chat with him, and he just checks on me to see how everything is going, and then he, recommends some videos, some courses that I can do, either courses to help in my speaking or mannerism or anything.
That's
So,
really good.
do you think that the connection of the uni with industry and with the professionals in the industry that helped a lot, not just academically side, but practical side, and the advice from the real world of work?
Pardon? Could you repeat the question?
So the university,
Mhm.
they are well connected to the industry, like companies or professionals in these companies.
Yeah.
So that made it easy for their students and you that to connect and grow from these profiles or these professionals you have been connected with, like your mentor.
Yes, it really, really helped.
Nice. That's good to know, because at the end of the day, that's the whole point,
Yes.
right? I think that's the good value that UK universities share in common. They always want the best for their students, and they work hard to actually guarantee for them a successful career, whether here in the UK or anywhere in the world. Like what you learn, you take it everywhere with you. And what's one lesson that studying here abroad in the UK has taught you that you're going to keep for your entire life?
You have to be willing to go the mile. That's basically what it taught me. You have to be willing, you have to be able to do what it takes, because there's some nights where you can't sleep because of either your test is tomorrow or you have a deadline and you have to make the deadline. Even if you've done the work, you still have to look over it, because it's a do or die affair.
Mm-hmm.
Your life depends on that essay. So it's helped me to be more practical, persistent, and consistent. That's literally 3 things that I've learned.
Nice. And that's actually very, very inspiring to know that despite everything, despite being, getting lucky, seeing a friend, and having family, but when we talk about the academic life and everything, professional life, there's nothing that can help you. Only yourself.
Yes.
You can only depend on yourself on that side, and you really need to step up your game,
Yes.
especially in a competitive setting. And if you had an advice that you could share with students who are just, either starting in their journey, or like maybe still questioning the possibility.
You have to be open to the possibilities and the opportunities that you can get in the UK, because if you stay in your comfort zone, or if you stay closed up from the world, you miss a lot of opportunities, and the UK has a lot to offer. Just being in the UK is not just by luck, it's a privilege, because there are a lot of people back home that would literally give anything just to have the same spot that I have right now, even as I'm sitting here today.
That's true. Yeah, that's the thing. It's that you have to take the opportunity. It's not about studying in a prestigious university, or like just, you know, just for the title or
Yeah.
anything. It's for your future.
Yes.
It's literally like this is your chance to step up your game and to be out there really. And so yeah, do you have any if you had to summarize uh, your experience so far in one sentence, what would it be?
I would say it was a very beautiful experience
Nice.
because of the ups and the downs and how I went through every single thing and still came out in one piece.
Yeah, and that's the most amazing part of it,
Yes.
I would say.
Yes.
Well, we've come to the end of the episode. Do you have anything else to share?
I would share that for students, yeah, don't think that it's not possible, because if you think it's not possible, there's other people that think it's not possible. And knowing that, you'll be able to understand that university has a group for everybody.
Mm.
Every university has a group for everybody. So even if you feel down or you feel like it's not going to work out, there's always people that will always be there to tell you, oh, I used to feel like that.
Mm.
But then I met a few people and then I started making friends, and it kind of started to feel like a second home to me.
Yes.
So
Mm.
don't be closed off. Meet new cultures, learn new cultures. It will really help you in a long way in networking.
Yeah, so you always at university would always find people who would take your stretched out hand and would
Yes.
accept you and really help you through it. And I
Yes.
can imagine that also the system of university helps you there. They can assist you, they can help out. And also, yeah, it's all about taking the initiative, right?
Yes.
And if you don't find your high school friend by coincidence, make friends as soon as possible.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's
And
what I would
just out
say.
of curiosity, how is it like? Because every country they have their own community here. So do you meet the Nigerian community? Do you have specific places you usually go to meet them, or?
Yes, and but to say the specific places, no, that would be a lie. It's more of a thing of we kind of know each other. We just have a distinct kind of look.
Mm.
So
Okay.
when we meet each other, or I'm talking to someone and he says his name, immediately there's like a reminder in my brain, oh, this person is Nigerian.
Mhm.
And then he introduces me to his other friends. But if it's for like where we would go, there's always a nice African restaurant around the corner. Have nice jollof rice or fried rice, or even
That's
some local
nice.
foods.
And how large is the Nigerian student in Lancaster?
It's big and it's growing.
Oh,
Okay.
It's
Nice.
just that some people might not notice it. They might not think that Nigerians are there, but the moment they meet one Nigerian, they start to meet more every
Mm.
single
Yeah.
time.
Especially if it's Dexter.
yeah.
Yes, of course.
Definitely, yeah. No, I agree. So it's nice to know that your community is well present. It makes it easier with the homesickness, I'd say.
Yes, it really does.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Thank you so much, Dexter, for coming
No
with
worries.
us today. And thank you for our viewers and audience for sticking with us till the end. We shall see you in the next episode.